Okay, I wanted to use this as an example. I was talking about land the other day, and me buying a farm, and I'm always looking for land. And I'm not buying this, and I can't afford it since I've already bought my farm. But when I was talking about land the other day in video, I think a lot of Americans, and especially all the Europeans and Australians, they couldn't believe it. And I'm not promoting this piece of land or nothing like that, but I'm always looking. And here's a perfect example of exactly what I'm talking about. And I have it pulled up too on Google Maps and on Google. $480 an acre. It's 123 acres. There's two grandfathered houses in on it. It has creeks. It has a pond, at least one pond. I think there might be two. You'd own mountaintops, all the endless amount of free wood you'd ever want. Here's another secret my rich buddy found out, and he talks about it all the time. He regrets buying like 110 acres outside of like Clay City, Kentucky. And he found out later that he could have had the land selectively timbered and got all the money back it cost him to buy the land, and you'd still have the land. And when it's selectively timbered, when you stand back and look at it, you can't really hardly tell it's timbered because I do selective removal of desired trees like chestnuts and walnut and hickory and oak and so forth. And so the land ends up being completely free, and you still have a ton of trees on it. And here's a perfect example of that. It's at 123 acres. Here it is here. It's in Rourke, Kentucky. I was going to scroll through some of the pictures. Once again, I'm not promoting this land, and I'm not connected to the real estate agent or anything like that, for God's sake, so don't even accuse me of that. You own this entire mountaintop range, if you will. There's a cleared area between the two that you can drive up. You can see the little roads, the dirt roads here. A cleared area here that you could build your own home, but there's two homes at the base. One's a foundation. The other one is still a livable home from all appearances. And someone was obviously using drone footage to fly over it here. But there's some homes on the road. There's the foundation of the secondary home, but it means it's grandfathered in for another home. And the primary home, here we go. You can see it right there. It's got a tin roof. It's livable. It probably needs several $1,000s of upgrades, but I mean, it has electricity and water and a creek and a pond and all the free timber you would ever want in your lifetime. I have it zoomed in here. It would be this area right here. Very, very nice. And right here also. I mean, just one example. I mean, people didn't believe me when I talked about stuff like that, but, superficially, I guess it sounds too good to be true to a lot of Americans living in, million-dollar condos that are the size of a shoebox in larger cities. But I mean, 123 acres is a lot of freaking land. A limitless supply of wood, $60,000. And I'm sure you could actually get that talked down to, I have no idea, probably 54, 52,000. It depends on how desperate the person is, but I mean, it could end up being like $450, $460 an acre after you talk it down. And that's something that you would keep you alive. You'd have unlimited. Right down here, it says we have elk and deer and wild turkey, which I know this area of Kentucky has. You have mineral rights, to be sure. I mean, this is not coal country area. Rourke, Kentucky is not. So I just wanted to give this as one example of what I was talking about on land. This is the stuff I'm always looking at. If I find something super magical, I got a couple rich buddies that I could say, hey, let's make it happen. I'm not going to do that on this, but that's the reason why I'm always looking, because there is land and then there is nothing else so far as other than wisdom and your health, of course. Nothing other than land. That's the most important thing to have in the world. So anyway, yeah, $480 an acre. There's you an example, girlfriend. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.